you don't hand the student the passage at all. You read to them instead the statement here in the directions, and it says, I'm going to read this story to you. Please listen carefully because I will be asking you some questions after I finish reading it to you. After you read the passage to them, ask the student the questions that are associated with the passage. If the student correctly answers more than 6 questions, you can move on to the next level. So, the listening comprehension portion is very similar to the silent reading portion. You read the statement, and then you read the passage out loud to them. You ask them the associated questions that go with it, and following that, you rate the question, or you rate the passage for silent reading comprehension or oral, not oral reading, because they didn't do that. You would just mark it here on the silent reading side, even though they didn't read it, to determine what their listening comprehension level is. Okay? For our purposes, I want you to do the interest attitude survey. I want you to do the sentences for initial passage selection so that you can determine where to begin the reading passages. I want you to begin at that silent reading level and have the student read. I want you to continue with that same level and have them read out loud to you. And I want you to do the miscue analysis. If it says that they are able to continue to the next level, if it says that it was easy or adequate on both sides, continue to the next level and have them do the silent and oral reading again. Okay? If it says that it's too hard, continue directly to the 4th part, which is the listening comprehension. Okay? I want you to have administered each one of those things, the silent, the oral. I want you to do the analysis and to have done the listening comprehension. Okay? For our purposes, do not do the silent and oral reading more than 2 times. For our purposes, do not do the listening comprehension more than 1 time. I know that there is a great deal more to this assessment that you could learn, and part of that comes with practice. But the main things that I want you to get from this exercise are the practice of taking running records, which is the oral miscue analysis, and the practice of evaluating a student's retelling for certain story grammars and story elements, as well as different kinds of thinking and questioning as they read. Those are some very valuable things for you to get from this exercise.